Before going to Mr. Engel, I am now going to yield my remaining time to Eliana Ros-Lehtinen, the chairman emeritus of this committee. Born in Havana, Chairman Ros-Lehtinen fled Cuba as a refugee at age 8, and her years of work on this committee have been marked by a tireless commitment to freedom and democracy for people around the world.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman, and I strongly second your grave concerns about the way that foreign policy is being run from the White House by secretly negotiating with the Castro regime while keeping the Congress, the American people, even our own diplomats in the dark. This foreign policy decision is in line with the president's other examples of executive overreach and bypassing consultations with Congress. Just like the Taliban 5 trade with Bergdahl, the president has established a dangerous precedent that the United States does in fact negotiate with terrorists, putting a target on every American's back and jeopardizing our national security. Ever since the secret negotiations began of June 2013, this is what the Castro regime has been doing since day one of the talks as the U.S. establishes diplomatic relations. Just a few examples. July 15, 2013, a North Korean flagged cargo ship called Gang was caught in Panama after it left Cuba heading to North Korea. After inspections, the shipment included various components of surface-to-air missile systems and launchers, MiG-21 jet fighter parts and engines, shell casings, rocket-propelled projectiles, as the cargo was hidden under 200,000 bags of sugar. October 6, 2013, over 135 democracy activists arrested in one day throughout Cuba. Also arrested was the leader of the Ladies in White, Berta Soler, who was dragged through the streets by her hair, and her husband, Angel Moya, was also arrested. November 4, 2013, a Cuban artist, a young man called El Crítico, was on the verge of death due to a hunger strike. January 24, 2014, Dr. Oscar Elias Bisset arrested. He was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom by President Bush. June 12, 2014, Jorge Luis Garcia Perez Antunes and Iris Perez Aguilera, Ladies in White, leader Berta Soler, Angel Moya, others arrested. July 16, 2014, Cuba and Russia agreed to reopen the Lourdes spying facility. In fact, in 2014, Mr. Chairman, it led to almost 9,000 arrests of pro-democracy leaders in 1 year, almost a 40% increase from 2013, while we were in negotiations in 2013, 2014, and last month, while the U.S. delegation arrived in Havana, Russia's spy ship docked in Cuba. And just last week, the Castro regime sentenced a Cuban rapper, a young man known as El Decano, to a 1-year prison sentence. And check out the charge, quote, dangerousness likely leading to a crime. That is an actual charge in Castro's Cuba. And 2 days ago, just to wrap it up, Mr. Chairman, a Cuban pro-democracy activist, Arelis Palacios, was brutally beaten all over her face and body, and she told state security, quote, I'd rather die than remain quiet and accept this, end quote. All of this happened while the U.S. was secretly negotiating with the Castro regime. Shame on us. Thank you.